Okay, so I got cut off there. The recorder I'm using gives me a max time of 15 minutes, and it cut me off right before I was going to do the magical margin auto thing. So we'll do that now. Remember how we gave this a nice width of 600 pixels, but now we want to take the whole thing and center it. So margin controls the space outside of the border, right? And if we go on this div, margin auto, what it does is it automatically balances left and right the space that's available. And what's really nice about that is if I resize this, it automatically balances given based on how much space is available. Okay, cool. All right, now we should probably do some padding on this thing as well, right? Like it's too tight to the top and the bottom. So on this div, let's go padding, maybe 20 pixels. If I go one number, 20 pixels, that'll give me all sides, top, bottom, left, and right. But left and right, I don't need any, so I'm going to go 0. If I do two numbers, and I don't have to do pixels if I do 0, but if I do two numbers, the first one will be for top and bottom, the second number will be for left and right. And that gives me a little bit of space. That's better. What's the picture supposed to look like? Yeah, not bad. Maybe a little more space could be good. Oh, whatever. We'll see. Once we start playing around with the fonts, we can always adjust that a bit. Okay. What do we want to do next? Maybe why don't we do that? Let's go with this. The fonts. The H1. Where are the style notes here? Let's just look at the style notes here. Fonts. The base font is Roboto. Okay. So what that means for base font means that all the fonts, well, there's not that much text, but all the fonts should be Roboto, except for, unless it specifies otherwise. So the main heading and the character name should be Papyrus. Okay, so Papyrus, I think, is a web-safe font. It's just built in. Most computers have it. But the Roboto we should get from Google Fonts. So let's do that. So I'm just going to search Google Fonts. Or I guess we could have also gone there from here, Google Fonts. All right, and in here, I'm just going to search, oh, it's the first one right here. I'll select that one, go down to here, and the instructions tell me I need to embed this link into the head section of my HTML. Beautiful. And that'll load the font from the Google font server. And then in my style.css, I can do this font family. Okay, and since I want this to be the base font, again, just like I did text align center to center everything, I'm going to go font family Roboto to give that font family to everything. And hopefully we now see that. Okay, cool. All right, but like I said, the H1 and the H2, this main heading and the character heading, should be different. So we will select that, H1, H2, font family, Papyrus. Beautiful. And often we have a fallback font. I think Fantasy is the generic font for Papyrus. Okay, there we go, Papyrus and Papyrus. Nice. Okay, what's next? Where do I need to go? Oh yeah, to the screenshot here. Maybe let's work on this div here. I'm gonna call this div. This is kind of like the bio, right? Bio information, biography stuff, the title, the quote, and a link to more stuff. So we're gonna give this div a class as well, and I'm gonna give this div right here the class of bio. And down here, we'll go .bio in order to select that. And let's start with that background color. I think in the style notes I had that green background is this. So it's also an RGBA. It's a little bit transparent as well. Copy and paste. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, cool. Probably need some padding here. Let's double check. Yep, definitely some padding. Oh, and we want the color to be white. Okay, So let's go color white, and then padding. Again, I think we just need top and bottom because everything's centered. All right, that looks good. Now notice the A tag. A tags are weird with their color. They have like priority. They like using their remember the link and the visited and the hover and stuff like that. So to make this white, we have to do some special styles for our A tag. Sure, let's do that now. Let's double check what it's supposed to look like. Okay, so it's supposed to be white and then have a border there and the same background as this. Well, let's see what happens. Okay, now I only have one link, so I don't have to give it a class. I can just select my A tag because there's only one A tag. And let's start with color white. And let's go border as well. And again, I'm familiar with these, but if you forget how to do some of this stuff, CSS, we can go to borders, right? It talks about border style. I usually scroll all the way down to this wonderful shorthand notation, border shorthand. And you just go border, give it a width and a style and a color. So I'm just going to go 1 pixel solid white. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, that looks pretty good. Well, sorry, it's getting there. It looks like we took the underline away, and we need some padding, right? Padding is the space between the content and the border. So what did I need to do again? Oh yeah, text decoration, none. Right, get rid of the underline and add some padding, maybe just a little bit top and bottom and some more left and right. Okay, that's not bad. Oh man, this is back and forth. Okay, I think I need more left and right padding. Sure. And I won't be super, well, I might be a little picky, but when you're doing your assignments, try to get it as close as possible. Okay, that's looking not bad. I think let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna put this to the side, and maybe I'm gonna open up this one so I can see them side by side a little bit more. And actually, let's open this image in a new tab. Am I allowed to? Okay, there we go. Zoom in a bit. Zoom out a bit. Okay, anyway. Okay, so this is looking all right. And you know what? I think, notice how the image here has a bit more space. And this is a little more compressed. We need some either margin or padding on the image. I think margin we'll try to push it away from the other elements. So again, I only have one image element, so I don't need to make a class for it. I can just go image, margin, let's go 50 pixels, and then 0. Again, the first numbers are top and bottom, the second numbers are left and right. Okay, so we'll save that and go back to here, and that looks a little better. Cool. I know our ratios are a little off here, but that does look better. Okay, you know, and it also looks like the Poe Wiki, this paragraph, we should push it down a little bit. Okay. Do I only have one paragraph as well? Yeah, there's not much content here. Normally I would give this a class because there'd be other paragraphs, but there's only the one, so all right. So I can just go select that one paragraph and go margin bottom 20 pixels maybe. And did that do anything? I love it. Did it do anything? Let's try that again. Let's comment this out. Maybe it did a little bit. Save. Didn't look like it did much. Let's try 50 pixels. Oh, there, it definitely did something. Okay, 30 pixels. What does this one look like? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, and this paragraph should also be italics. What I find students sometimes do is they'll say, oh, you know what? We had learned about this wonderful EM tag. And this EM tag I could put it around the whole content and it should make it italics. It emphasizes it, right? Great, that works. I don't recommend this though. It seems it's not very efficient, and it seems kind of like unnecessary tags, unnecessary elements. We already have this paragraph, right? All of the text is inside of the paragraph, and I want all of it to be italic. So I should just go here and go font style italic. Okay, and that's more efficient. It's cleaner. The EM tag is designed more for selecting parts of text. If I only wanted to emphasize Dragon Warrior, then for sure I would use an EM tag. But if you're styling the entire paragraph, just use the CSS to select the paragraph and style it. Okay, and that still works there. Beautiful. We're getting somewhere here. I think I'm almost done. But you know what? I don't want to get cut off again. I'm at 11 minutes here. I'm going to pause here, and then we'll finish off this this bottom section. Style the button, add the padding and stuff like that. And we'll finish it off in the next video. Okay, take care and see you in the next one.